Hello and welcome. Dr. Mohammad Shaukat Ansari is back with a new lesson where prepositions are not used, where prepositions are not required. And this is a relevant issue I am going to discuss. And you are watching Learn English Language Skills with Shaukat Ansari. Come to the rule. Prepositions are not required before some important expressions, especially expressions talking about time, talking about duration. What are these expressions? Last week, last month, last year, last Sunday or Monday, next month, next week, next year, next Sunday or Monday, the next morning, the next afternoon, the next evening, the next afternoon, every morning, every night, every evening, every week, every month. This week, this night, this evening, this morning, this noon, this afternoon. And also you must keep in the list tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, yesterday, and the day before yesterday. Before these expressions, no prepositions are used. If you write prepositions or if you use prepositions before these expressions or before any one of these expressions, it means you are making mistake. So for your communication, for your writing, for your speaking, you have to keep these expressions in your mind, in your consideration. I repeat for your convenience, last week, last month, last year, last Sunday or Monday, next month, next week, next year, next Sunday or Monday, the next morning, the next afternoon, the next noon, the next evening, every week, every morning, every night, every month, every evening. This week, this morning, this afternoon, this noon, this evening, this night. Okay, tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, yesterday, the day before yesterday. My dear good learners, please don't use any prepositions before these expressions. Examples in favor, examples in support, example in substantiation. Are you coming next week? Don't say, are you coming in next week? No, without any preposition. Are you coming next week? Another sentence, he goes for a walk every morning. Don't say he goes for a walk in every morning. No. But in the morning, in the evening, you can write. Okay, but every morning without any preposition. Before this, no preposition should be used. Another example, I saw this film last month. I saw this film last year. Don't say I saw this film in the last month or in the last year. Another example, hey Akram. Hey Akram, are you busy this evening? Are you busy this evening? Don't say, are you busy in this evening or at this evening? My dear good students, a golden rule I am providing to you, and you have to keep this rule in your memory. Okay, and this is golden in the sense that from here questions are asked in competitive exams or also in your class exams. Okay, now come to the next rule. And the rule says when used in active voice, the following verbs do not take any prepositions after them. What I say, the condition is I say if the sentence is in active voice and you are using any one of the verbs I am going to give you, after these verbs, no prepositions are used. Got my point? Understand me? What I say that when you use the following verbs, when you use the verbs which I am going to give, after these verbs, no prepositions are used. Okay? But the condition is that the sentence must be in active voice. And you know, in active voice, the pattern is employed, subject first, then verb, then object. Subject may be noun or pronoun, subject may be one word, maybe two words, maybe more than two. And after that, a verb, and verb agrees according to the subject. This I have already dealt with in the previous sessions. So the condition is that the sentences must be in active voice. You don't use the prepositions after these verbs. What are these? Accompany, afford, answer, ascend, ask, assist, attack, benefit, climb, combat, describe, discuss, enter, examine, inform, investigate, love, obey, order, pervade, pick, P-I-C-K, pick, precede, probe, reach, recommend, request, resemble, resign, resist, sign, succeed, violate. I repeat, accompany, afford, answer, ascend, ask, assist, attack, benefit, climb, combat, describe, discuss, enter, examine, inform, investigate, love, obey, order, pervade, pick, precede, probe, reach, recommend, request, resemble, resign, resist, sign, succeed, and violate. These verbs are used in sentences, maybe in verb 1 form, maybe in verb 2 form, maybe in verb 3 form, verb 4 form, verb 5 form, no matter. But the sentences must be in active voice. And the rule stipulates that after these verbs, no prepositions are used. You do not use any preposition after these verbs in sentences. Examples. Let's discuss this problem. I have heard some students making mistake and they say, let us discuss about this problem. No, never. Discuss never takes any preposition without about. The correct sentence, the perfect sentence is without about, and the correct sentence is let's discuss this problem. Another sentence, another example, he safely reached his destination. He safely reached, don't say at his destination. He safely reached his destination. Reach, reached, reaching, okay, reaches, All these verbs, the forms of verb of read, must not take any preposition. Another example, another citation in support: the police investigated this case. Don't say the police investigated into this case. My dear good students, I would like to clarify one thing, that when we speak English or when we use in English, when we write English, we find a strong interference of our mother tongue, of our mother language. I am talking about this interference in the context of our Indian usage of English, that sometimes we find a strong interference of our mother tongue or our language one. And that's why we say discuss about, that's why we say attack on, that's why we say reach at, no, never, without, about, discuss. And the correct sentence is, let's discuss this problem. Another sentence, he safely reached his destination. Another citation, the police investigated this case without into. Okay. And another good example for daily use, okay, he has signed the document. Don't say, don't write, don't use, he has signed on the document. No, never. He has signed the document, he has signed the application, he has signed the petition, he has signed the agreement. Don't use on. Okay. Another example, Thomas has asked me several questions. Don't say asked to me, asked me without to, without preposition. Okay. Thomas has asked me several questions. My teacher has asked me a very pertinent question. My teacher has asked me an appropriate question. Another example I can cite for your understanding, the officer ordered his dismissal. Another example I can cite, that he attacked me with knife. Don't say he attacked on me. Okay, my dear good students, keep these two important rules in your mind. And I must say again that these two rules are relevant for your competitive exams, where you are asked, you are given some sentences and divided into 4 or 5 parts, and you have to locate which part has got the mistake. And these two rules pertaining to where no prepositions are used are relevant in that context too.